EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, Watson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Black 22!
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Reset! Hey! Blue 80! Blue 80! Check. Tiger! Two jet! Wide! Get wide!
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Two jet!
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And this one is incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Come back!
On 1st and 10, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Watson on 1st down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. That's going to be caught. 23 yards on the play. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go, 180. Here we go, 47.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And incomplete to open things up. Cooper was the intended target, and now it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here we go, 180.
A second down throw for Prescott. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
4 down, check, 4 down, 2 jet. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
A first down carry now for Miller. Shedding the tackle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Black 99, feel it.
They keep it with Miller on first down. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Tiger.
Here's Watson, looking to throw on second down. Throw left side, complete. That's Fuller. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Got his left. We got 4. Bang! Black one.
Watson on third down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Fuller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Richmond.
On fourth down, Watson. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Now it's Wilson. Spinning away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a first down.
Here we go. 180.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Switch is 8. 26.
On second down, Prescott again. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And here comes the Texans now. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
To throw is Watson. Dancing to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Watson, throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the gun on third, Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
They'll run with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 77 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play caller, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Back 22.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. He's going to let this go deep. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
47.
First down, Prescott. Flushed out right. Able to get away. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Here we go, 47.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Move. Here we go, 180.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. It's caught right side of turns. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Let's go, get out. Watch the out.
A first down carry by Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end. Here we go, 46. Everyone's got 4. 46.
On second down, Elliott. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3 down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Tiger, tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
On first down, it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Swing to the field, right. To the right.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Now it's Wilson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A first down throw for Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott now from the 50. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Out. 3 down.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Switch.
Here we go. Get out. 26.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Hey, here we go. Wide 80.
Hey,
26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Tight end right.
Here we go.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. J.J. Watt able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Get off the train tracks, baby. Get off the train tracks.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal.
Tight right. 3 down.
Hey, here we go. Wide 80.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Tiger.
After the interception, here's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Come back. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. He finds an opening past the 40. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice gain of 21 yards.
You got him.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Come back. Hey.
Watson on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Under. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wide 80.
Watch that.
26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just 1 big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're 1 big score away from being right back there.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Down! Green the line! Green the line! He's mine, he's mine, he's mine! Richmond!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Here we go, kill. Hey, here we go, wide eight.
Tighten up!
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
You got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They get it to him running left, and I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
When I was playing, all our defensive coaches talked about when you're near your own goal line and you're trying to stop them from getting in, your heart gets tested. What a nice play on the last down.
A lot of heart on 2nd. Do they have the heart on 3rd? They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for him. Didn't happen.
It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Come back, come back!
A very solid gain of 27. On 1st and 10, Watson. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Richmond.
This offense
Come
can
back.
certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They start on the ground with Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go, 47.
2nd down, Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, 180.
Prescott from the gun. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. Cooper was the target there. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Come back. Hey.
Out of the gun, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
No. 3 down. Hey. Black 22. Black 22.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Tiger. Hey. Blue 80.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 6 yards away. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
Single. I got a single.
Watson looks to throw again. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Hey, here we go, 180. 26.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got some real estate inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Prescott steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Reed. Intended that time for Cooper. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Come back! Tiger!
Watson now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Brown with us, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football now. 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Richmond. Everyone's got 4 down. Under 10. Down. Blue 80. Flare.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Quick hitch, complete. It's Fuller. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. One last throw here for Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.